Oh yeah, you gotta set up your all your other.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hello, everyone. How are you? What's shaking? What's baking? What's going on? As I get the other lives situated, everything just doesn't work automatically. Let's see. I don't really understand it, but hey, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Did you watch the game last night?
I did watch the game last night. Um, I I knew that the Chiefs was going to pull it out. I kept telling people
You
the
did?
Chiefs was going to do it, and everybody was like, "No, 49ers, 49ers." And I was like, "Okay,
Well, who
okay."
was the underdog? Who was the?
The Chiefs they felt was the underdog,
Yeah, because I remember
which I don't understand really why, considering this is their third time straight winning.
it was a good. It went into overtime. That was, I was
It
good.
did, but I didn't think the game was all that
It
like.
was. It was. It was kind of like la, la, la.
Yeah, it wasn't a hype game. It really wasn't. Hey, Sharita Boo, how are you, gorgeous? My niecey Pooh.
Hi, Sharita.
Yeah, it wasn't as hype as I wanted the game to be, but it was what it was. I actually was sitting with a friend who his team was 49ers, and
So he
he was like, "You're so emotionless." And it was because I didn't want.
because you didn't really care. Is that why?
No, I didn't want to have an issue because we already got an issue between his team and Eagles.
Oh, you're an Eagles
So,
fan.
right, exactly. So I didn't want to have an issue that I was going against for the what you call. So, when I would cheer, he's not cheering. So I just let it go. I was just like,
Hmm.
"Hmm." So he
Listen,
was like, "You're
you
so
should have been.
emotionless."
You should have known because anybody that would have been watching the game with him wouldn't have been cheering for his team, probably.
No,
And
he
because most
typically
of
has everybody
mostly,
that's in his team. Like they had this whole squad of
uh,
49er fans.
because I was gonna say, isn't most of your Pennsylvania don't they like the Eagles?
Most, but it's so many who actually do not.
Mm.
Oh, hey Dawn, what's up, sister?
Hey, twin.
Yeah, they the twins on their birthdays on the same day.
Same date, same year.
Yeah, everything's the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just was like chilling. It was a good game. I came home, I actually wasn't impressed with the Usher performance.
Okay, so I was not. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna even speak on it because I don't want people to come for me. But I was like, it was okay.
Yeah, that's how I felt. It
Like,
wasn't spectacular. There was some sound issues. I'm not even talking about what's her girl? Dang, I can't even think of her name. Alicia Keys, because she came in kind of rough.
oh, did I
But
didn't really pay attention to it? Like, what?
oh my God, she cracked so hard that it was memes before it even began. Like it was just, the song was still going on and people had memes. So it was like really, really
Yeah,
bad.
that's what I like. I like the other art. I like that he brought out so many other artists, like Ludacris
Yes.
and all those. But my mine was what was when was MJV? What was her last year?
Oh, okay. Mary J. Blige, that was yours.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my
Okay.
girl.
With the
That's my girl. Oh yeah, her was good too. I was yeah, I like her.
her was hot. I did. She rocked it. I was like impressed with her. But I just didn't feel like the performance, like for me, one thing I do like Usher, and I like his vocals. I really do. And he wasn't singing a lot. He was more
No,
performing.
but but that's it. He's an entertainer. So and especially now that he's
But you
skating all
could,
over the place.
so is Beyonce. Beyonce is an entertainer and she was hitting them notes.
Yeah. But
So that's all I'm saying.
did you see the memes about Jermaine Dupri?
Oh my goodness. What he made me think about
I was like, it's
was
not nice at all.
on the Wizard's Eyes. What is it called? The guys? The lollipop kids, the lollipop boy. That's what he made me think of. I was like, what is going on? Why is your what do you have on, man? And then he actually kind of came back and was like, I know all of y'all coming out at me about my socks and everything. And then he gonna talk about something they was Louis Vuitton socks.
But
Man,
what was wrong with his
why
socks?
did you put them out there in Nick? Because it ain't making it no better.
What was wrong with his socks? Because they was little socks that was
Yeah,
rolled.
they was like, Sunday little church girl sock kind of
They didn't have
like
ruffles in
what
them.
was you what Sharita talking about some Wally Walk? It was just really bad. He was bad. He was
I
bad.
didn't even pay attention to his shoes and stuff. I didn't know until people started putting
His
stuff
whole outfit though, the pants. That's why I said he was like the lollipop kids.
until people
Like,
started putting like the memes up. I would not even know because I didn't even pay attention. Like seriously.
oh, it was bad. It was bad.
Oh look,
No, his friends are not his friends.
his friends probably hyped him up. Twin, they probably was like, "Yeah, we're that."
Right, right. It was just really, I was like, wow, who, what? But yeah. So, I mean, but all in all, the show was great. He did a great performance. I just would have loved to hear his voice more, his actual voice,
Mhm.
as opposed to him just dancing off of his tracks. That's the
Well,
only
that's
thing
what
I
he
would have
does.
loved.
He's a dancer.
I
Like,
know, but he's also a performer and singer, and that made me think like, well, wow, was you not singing during the your Vegas tender? Like maybe that's what he was doing the entire time. I don't
no,
know.
I mean, I don't know. I know most people that I know that paid the money to go see him said
Hmm.
that the show was really good and
Oh, okay.
his
Yeah, I
residency.
mean, it was okay. I wasn't, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of videos of people who were dancing and all that. Yeah, because it's the music. The music is fire.
Yeah.
But I pay attention to you singing and I want to hear your voice. I'm all
Mhm.
into that. And I didn't get that. I got the track. So that's the only thing. Everything else was great. I
He
didn't
said,
have
I
no
gave you
other
a little mini concert. Y'all be happy.
except for whatever the Terminator patches that he had. Now, a lot of people didn't see that, but when he turned around and he had the makeup on his wire, I was like, "What
What?
the heck is that?"
Oh, I missed that.
Like,
I'm gonna have to go see if
hey,
I can see.
Carolyn,
Hey, I missed all of that. I'm like, what?
yeah,
I
he had this makeup on his on the wire. Like, see, that's the thing. I'm into production and all of that. So I see all that kind of stuff that most people probably won't see, but he had the makeup on and it was just looking real Terminator Wolverine-ish kind of. I was like, what was that? What was that?
I missed
So,
that.
and I know a lot of people was talking about the little hug squeeze with Alicia Keys at the end, him and with Usher.
But that's
Trying
performing.
to
Like that's performing, right? Like
Yeah,
that's
but
like.
the thing is though, he like in his show, he was always up on somebody's woman.
But I'm
So
sure they
it was
rehearsed.
like, ain't she married? What's going on? Like that was just too close. Don't I wouldn't have my woman next to Usher and all this and that.
Listen,
So
Swiss is like, I know who she coming home to. I ain't worried about it.
hello,
That's security. That
yeah,
he,
it's just a
I mean,
show.
it's just a show.
Hmm.
They've been friends forever, and I'm sure they rehearsed it, and he knew
Right,
what they were going to do. So
right, right,
it's like if she was an actor or actress.
right. And it was fine. I didn't find anything. I thought it was cute,
No, a lot
but
of people were
a
talking.
lot of people talked about it. A
But
lot of
I
people
feel
talked
like
about
people
it.
on the internet, they just look for something to talk about or complain about or not
Hmm.
be happy about.
Yeah, yeah, but all in all, it was good. I mean, it was good, but I just would have preferred a little more singing.
Mhm.
I just like to hear artists. The artists I like to hear them sing.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I agree.
yeah. So how was your week? How has things been? Actually, 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
How are my 2 weeks? They were good, the ups and the downs, the roller coasters, but at the end of the day, you control what you can control.
Yeah, yeah. It was 2 weeks because I wasn't feeling well,
Yeah.
so I couldn't get myself together to try to put on the show face.
Yeah.
Nah, I was like, no,
Is that the
no.
show face?
Yeah, that's the show face.
No, my weeks have been good. I mean, they've been busy, right? They've been
Hmm.
busy, but they've been good. Can't nothing to complain about. Every day I wake up,
Yeah.
I'm thankful.
Yeah, for the most part, it's been good. I got a new car.
Oh,
I have a Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross.
nice.
Love the car. Love the car. It got me working on these streets like I'm a prostitute, but I love the car.
Nice.
I get the payments in and that insurance that went up. I gotta make sure all that's set. But I love my car. But I'm slinging it.
Listen, it's the gratitude.
Yes, it is. It
It's the
is. It
gratitude.
is. I'm like, listen. I'm gonna get this money any which way I can.
As long as you're slinging the car and you're not slinging the
Yes. Well, this is what I'm doing. I'm actually picked up a second job, which I was actually doing it before the car.
money.
I was doing it with my previous car, so I do Lyft. So that's why I say I'm on them streets.
Okay.
So yeah, I do Lyft. So I
Which
do
I
pick
am
up.
finding that Lyft is less expensive than Uber.
That's what my writers are telling me that a lot of times it's greatly a difference. It's like a
It,
great difference in
great thing. I
pricing.
will tell you.
So
When I was in New York recently, I took a Uber from LaGuardia, up into Yonkers, which was crazy. And then I said, thank God my nephew ended up taking me back, but I had booked the Lyft and it was probably like half of what Uber charged me.
wow. That's
Cause you
funny. A
just
lot
schedule
of people
it.
have gotten in my car and have said it, and I'm like, well, bless the Lord. That's why you in my car, and I'm getting paid for this. And
Yeah.
Lyft is. I don't know about Uber because I don't do Uber at all, but Lyft is committed to getting you at least between 70 to 80% of the fare. So that's
Okay.
good. Because sometimes you can get a lot less, but now at least for me, when I look at my numbers, I'm typically in the 80% tile of getting what
Mhm.
they pay is what I'm getting. So I'm literally just paying fees and I'm getting my money. So I'm good, even though, it's a lot of negative talk out there, but I don't worry about it. As long as my money is straight.
So have you met like interesting people in your
Oh, I've met some real interesting people. I haven't had any weirdest, but my weirdest experience is a woman who I'm glad she was in my car, but she was a little tipsy, beyond tipsy actually. And they walked her to my car, put her in my car basically, and she was just so funny. Like, because when I would turn the corners, she would fall and she would always like go, ooh, and then she'd be like, baby, I'm falling, baby.
well, I want to know who put her in the car by herself to go home like that.
I guess they trusted me. I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
thank God
I'm
it's
sure
the
they glad it was a woman.
truth.
Yeah, but she was tore up, but she tipped very well. I don't know if it was because she was
Well,
tore up
probably
or
because she
not,
was
but
listen.
but, but
She was like, listen. Not only do I get home, I got a roller coaster ride. I got a little whatever on the way. So
right, yeah, like she was very great. She said, "You did a great job. You did a great job." I was like, "Oh, thank you." And my niece talk about the early morning text. So one of the things that Lyft offers, which I love, it gives you like certain people can get a text of where you are. So there's always someone knowing what part of the city or area that you're in. So when I get into different areas, they get a text saying, I'm here and I'm there.
Now that
So she's part of the
she's part of the text
yeah,
crew
she's part of the emergency text. So if something go down, her husband could get in the car and come
and come.
find me.
Yeah, yeah. Turn on your location tracker.
Yep, I got all that. I got it on my phone. I got it everywhere. So people can always see where I am. Because even though like I said, I haven't had any negative experiences, just, great conversation, definitely. It gives me it's an opportunity to minister to some people. It gives
Mhm.
me an opportunity to encourage people, have
Right.
great conversation. Like I met this one gentleman, I can't think of his name, but he was an artist and he was getting back into the performing area. He had gotten out of it, and he was just telling me about that whole experience and how he's done it since he was a kid. And I was like, you might be a good guest on my show. So I don't know. We'll see. I might circle back to him and bring him on
Nice.
the show, because a lot of people want to hear about, those that are interested in jazz music,
Yeah.
especially our age group. We're down with the jazz, and he just has a lot to share. It was like very interesting facts that he was telling me and stuff about that world. So it was
Nice.
really good. So I do encounter a lot of great people. So
Well, yeah. Well, stay safe.
always, always. I got my club next to me, not just because I put a club on my car, and I'm gonna tell you why, because I got my car stolen twice, my other car. So I ain't playing with these fools. I don't care about the security system. I had a security system in my old car. So now I put a club on, but I also keep it right in the seat because
Yeah.
if something going down,
You gonna
you
swing it?
gonna meet my club.
Yeah.
You gonna meet them real good. Real, real good. It's gonna be an intimate relationship with my club. I ain't messing with you. But yeah, but it's been good. It's definitely been profitable doing it. So I'm thankful for that.
Nice.
This way it doesn't allow the increased payment because I haven't had a car note in I don't gosh, several years.
Yeah.
So with the car note and the increase in insurance, because they try to get you every which
Yeah.
way, it's not hurting like for me to have to pay it. So
It's paying for itself.
exactly. I'm making the money to work for me.
Hmm.
Yeah. So the
Cool.
car is doing its job very well.
Nice. Very nice. Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you, darling. I love my little baby. That's the name. I gotta get the license plate in the front. It's a bling license plate that says baby.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, gotta get that put on there. I need some special kind of screws. I
What color
forgot what
is
the
it?
guy told me. It's silver.
Okay.
And I got it all blinged out. I got that from my girl Lisa. I got bling on the handles, bling on the mirror, bling on the little knobs, the steering wheels bling. Yeah, so I'm blinging it out, and everybody be like, "Oh, I love the bling." I'm like, "Thank you, male and female." They be
Oh,
loving, even
okay.
though my son was like, "It's too much." I get compliments from males and females, so it's
Nice.
not just the chicks that love it. Nope, the
Oh,
guys be like, "I love your bling."
nice. Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun.
I've been planning my family's. Well, it's supposed to be a reunion, but I have demoted it to a gathering.
I know that's right.
Yeah. So in July, end of July, my family will be coming down. Some of them to North Carolina. So I'm
Okay.
in the process of planning that. So that's been a little busy, but and just work and stuff. But I was like, all them activities we normally do,
Right, right, right.
y'all gonna have a lot of free time.
Y'all won't be running all over the world.
Yeah, I'm
You
a,
won't be doing that.
yeah, they will, but they'll be running all over the world by themselves.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay, that works.
I'll give them like a list of like different things they can do and how to take the light rail and what. So
Right, right, right.
other than that, we'll just have like a picnic on Saturday, but really it's been a while because we used to do them every 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been a while. So, this would be like just to get everybody back together and then see who's gonna plan the next one.
Right. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's good to keep the family together.
mhm.
It's good to have gatherings and stuff.
Yeah,
We for Christmas we went down to my cousin's house in Maryland and we had such a ball. So look forward to the next get together.
nice.
Yeah. So without further ado, in honor of uh Valentine's Day, we're going to do 44th. We're going to do a book called 4,000 Questions. From that section, we're going to do love and sex. We
Mm.
want to keep it PG, ladies and gents. It's got to be PG for the Christian girls. Because you never know what pastor may come across this. So it's going to always be PG. And how we're going to do it, since we're in two different locations and I'm the only one with the book, Theo is going to pick a page and a number, and that is going to correspond with a question. So this way we can really keep it random, because before, when I would do it, I would always cheat and be like, I don't want to read that question. Latonya used to be like, how you going to do that? How you not going to read the question?
Well, you can
Ah,
still not read the question, but
that's true. I can, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it legit unless the question gets a little too after dark. Then
mm,
I'm gonna be like, we're gonna move to the one above or the one below.
okay.
So, so Theo, I've already given you the page numbers and the question numbers. So tell me, my dear, what page would you like to read from?
155.
All the way in the front. Let me get there. 155. And what question do you want?
4.
Oh, okay. It says, who is a person you regret sleeping with? Oh, is that too naughty? Is that too naughty? We're gonna skip that question. Uh, the answer in that question could date us, so we want to keep these
We
questions
want to keep it
legit.
moving. Let's go to
What would you say to your latest ex if you saw him again? Ooh, ooh, ooh,
I,
Theo.
I probably wouldn't say anything.
Okay.
I probably
You
wouldn't.
would just be like, "What's up?" and keep it moving,
I
or
probably
you wouldn't
go.
even
I
say
probably
that.
go.
Okay.
Right? Like I would at least, nah. But I don't know. Like but there wouldn't be anything really to say.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So,
All right.
I might cross the street. Right?
Like you don't even want to encounter, right?
I might just walk by and act like it all depends. It really depends on my mood, actually.
I
Just
hear
not,
you.
don't I say not, probably not. There's really nothing to say other than to like nod, right? Because that situation, you know, whatever.
So my response is a little interesting because I don't technically have an ex, because I feel like
You feel like you don't have an ex.
I would have not been in a sustainable, committed relationship to call anyone my ex.
But you dated, right?
Right? Yeah, but dating,
But
is that
but
really a
have you dated
relationship?
someone for a while that it kind of felt like you've dated someone where y'all were like kind of seeing if it could be a relationship, right? I'm trying to go through the Rolodex, but I can't.
I mean, there was times that I thought we were developing a relationship, but it didn't end up being one. So I don't know if it would be considered my ex though.
Well, then let's say, what would you say to
So
that?
one of them, like, actually, in all honesty, I'm actually friends with every last one of them.
Oh, see, that's cool. You know what? I'm not gonna say I admire, but it's very interesting to me the females that stay friends with their exes.
Yeah, I'm friends with every last one of them. I don't, and no regrets. I mean, sometimes it was a couple that it was a little tense
Mhm.
at the dissolving of it all, but then after that, we're friends. Like one just called me not too long ago just to check on me, like, how's Kim doing?
Yeah, I
So,
wouldn't say I'm friend. Like I would say there are some of them. I wouldn't say they're friends. I would say they may be associates, right? Like if I see them, I'll be like, hey, whatever. But I wouldn't say, because friends to me is you know,
mm-hmm,
that's a category that everyone um,
that's true.
doesn't fit in. So I would say, there are some that I would say if I saw them, they're associates, every now and then, like you might see them or talk to them, whatever. But yeah,
Some of
I mean,
them,
there was, there was
it's
one guy that I did consider a friend, but then I think I might have said something to him that pissed him off. And then after that, he didn't want
just in the, I hear you, nothing to
yeah,
say. A
what
lot of
happened?
people said that. A lot of people said nothing to say.
Yeah,
But
see, Carolyn, yep, see, yeah, it's like,
yeah. But I don't know. I'm weird like that. I don't I like it's one guy that we kick it all the time. We actually, where did we go? I actually took him to a job interview. Um
you took him to a job interview with you. You
yeah,
took
he
him
did.
for,
I offered to give him a ride to get to his
oh,
job
okay.
interview because it would have took him a longer time by bus.
Yeah,
So and then he treated me to breakfast. So, that was cool.
that was nice.
Yeah. So like I define a friendship someone that could call me if they needed me kind of thing. Yeah.
I'm with Carolyn though. I like they might be associates. I might be like, but yeah,
Right.
yeah. Just say hey, like yeah, hey.
Right. Yeah.
Wait,
It's some of them that's all they can get from me. All they can get is a hey, nothing more,
oh
nothing less.
look, Carolyn said, let's see what your husband said.
Oh yeah, they would no longer be friends.
Okay, exactly.
Or if I was in a committed relationship, it would be boundaries on it. Like we wouldn't be able to kick no more. I'm sure that it would be like, nah.
I was I was laughing the other day because I was thinking about the the um the dating sites and how I left you on this.
How you left me, how you abandoned me in the wilderness. I was fighting for my life and you just left me out here. You led me into the darkness.
I said, I wonder if I asked Kim to do the dating sites again. Would she
I'm still on them.
would
I'm
she
still
would
on them.
she trust me?
I would lead you into the dark side this time because I'm there.
Uh,
I'm there. I haven't left. I have left. I've left repeatedly and then I'll end up coming back. So because I'm still searching
well,
for
which
the
has been
one.
your worst? Which one has been your worst dating site?
Worst dating site, Black People Meet.
Oh,
They're vultures. That
mm.
scared me. I felt like I was a piece of meat.
Did you sign up for white people meet?
No. I get a lot of white people now. I don't need any more.
Wasn't that the name of the site that you?
Yes, it was White People Meet. Yeah. And then you know what? I thought about them today as I swiped through about 20 white men
Oh, really?
consistently.
On what site was that
Consistently.
though?
This was on Bumble. Consistently
Oh,
before
Bumblebee.
I
Oh,
and
they yeah,
yeah,
that's that yeah.
before I even got, but even on Plenty of Fish, I'm also on Plenty of Fish. Even on Plenty of Fish, you swipe through so many
Mhm.
Caucasian men before you find a black man. And then that black man, you're like, no. Next.
Uh,
Next. Like, what the heck is happening? And it's like, do y'all even because I feel like sometimes, they always harp on men are visual, men are visual. Well, baby, so are we. We are visual. And listen, sometimes I'm not even going past that.
yeah, but we are visual, but there are some women that they're not. Like there are some women that they just feel like, oh, he's a nice guy, right? And they'll date him, right? I think that happens more with women than men, right? Like,
Yeah, no, I'm not one of those.
yeah, well, me either, but
Yeah, I'm
there's
not.
some there's some out there.
Sharita,
Christian
Christian
Mingle.
Mingle, I've
Sharita,
heard horror stories about them.
have you tried that site?
No, that girl been married before the dating sites started
Oh,
popping.
congrats. Oh, that's beautiful.
She been married.
Nice.
She has
She
the
don't
best
she don't have
husband.
she don't have that struggle.
No,
Yeah.
my nephew is the greatest. I love him.
Good for
He's
her.
the greatest.
Nice.
So
Oh,
I
just send
have
us
given up
never
on
know.
dating apps. Yeah, they can make you. They can. You gotta persevere. It takes patience and willpower to say it's got, but it's no different than what's out in this world to me.
I mean, but I will say I know a couple of people. I know a few people who have
Oh,
met
and
people
married.
and got married, and they're like,
Beautiful wedding marriages.
yeah.
Beautiful.
So
They're
I mean,
friends of mine.
there's some success stories.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Speed
speed
dating.
dating. I thought about it, but every time I would try to sign up, like it just didn't kind of pan out with my schedule. But I did think about it.
I wouldn't want to do that by myself.
No, you have to do it with somebody else.
Yeah, I would want to like girlfriends to go with me. Only because I feel like that's too personal. If we're talking in person, I don't know. Do they do speed dating on line or anything? I don't
I
know if
don't
they've
know. They
gotten in.
that might be right.
But if
They
it's
might
like,
now that there is, all this virtual stuff happening.
yeah, because I couldn't imagine that in person because I feel too vulnerable.
Mm,
That I feel unsafe with. Like I feel protected because I can block you, you
mm,
know,
yeah,
so I don't need to worry about you hounding me, following me, or anything like that.
yeah.
So, yeah. And then like Plenty of Fish, they have this now that finally this new feature, like because on Plenty of Fish, a guy can message you without you like liking them first or anything.
Oh,
That's what I
okay.
like about Bumble. Bumble, you both have
You,
to agree
yeah.
that y'all like each other before any communication starts.
But
Plenty
on
of
Bumble,
Fish,
isn't it the female that initiates though on
yes,
Bumble?
the female does have to initiate, yeah. So, but you first have to both like each other, and
Okay.
then the female needs to reach out.
Mm,
So, but on Plenty of Fish, they don't have to like you or not. They can just message you. But they did create this new feature where when they message you, before you even say anything or they even know you read the message, you can look at their profile and then hit no thanks.
mm.
And
That
then they
seems
won't be
kind of
able to message you again.
rude, but okay.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. On a flip side, I used to be the nice person. Like I would respond back and be like, "Oh, thank you, I appreciate no, but no, thank you."
Mhm.
And I would get some very rude responses.
Oh wow.
So I was like, they don't even appreciate me being nice. I'm trying to like let you down softly. They don't even appreciate that. I bet everything in the book, like, and I be cracking up, like, yo, you really upset? Like, and I only make it worse because that's who I am
But
because it's
I'm like, well,
funny.
how could? Well, this is a rhetorical question, but I'm like, how could you get upset? Like, you don't even know the person. You getting mad at somebody that you don't
You
even know.
don't
That's what.
even know me.
Yeah.
What in the world? Just keep it moving. Keep it moving. But whatever. Let's
All right.
get another
Next
question in because
question.
I know you gotta go.
All right.
What's another?
165.
You got me jumping all over. Okay.
Question 14.
How often do you romantic things for your partner? Let's change that. How often do you do romantic things for yourself?
For me,
Knowing you to, yes. How often do you take care of Theo?
well, you know me. I'm the queen of
Girl,
self-care. So
girl, talk here, talk here.
you know me. I'm the queen of self-care. So, I do my facials every, like,
Yes.
6 to 8 weeks, I
I
haven't
do it
found,
every 4 weeks, every month. I'm getting my massage done.
yeah, I
Now I
haven't
don't do
found a
facials
place
as
down here.
much.
Yeah, I haven't found a place down here for massages yet. But yeah, but you know me. I find time for myself.
Once a month,
Yeah,
yep.
see, once a month. Yep. So
Yep. That's
I
what I've
find,
been doing once a month since I turned 40. That's when I realized I need it in my life.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Girl, that's because white people are everywhere. They don't need a app to say where white people meet. White people are everywhere. They are everywhere.
You
And
still
then
upset about that app? You still upset
yes,
about that
yes.
app?
It just annoys me. Like they are everywhere. I told you I passed through like 20 of them before I get to a black face. Sometimes even more. It gets to a fact that I'm so swiping so fast that then I'll be like, oh, that was a black guy.
You should. I mean, that's what you should do. You should probably have some dudes on here and find out, like, how many do guys really do black guys really
The black guys.
do they really use the dating site?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I plan to have like
Because
a
is it only the
men and women kind of thing.
because I kind of find like I really want to know. Like I appreciate our military people. I love the fact that they are serving our country, but I'm kind of figure out, like, are there any rules or regulations? Because I find that a lot of them are on dating sites.
Yeah, and that doesn't go too well for me.
Because I'm like,
Because I will block. I'm like, no thanks. Now I think you're a stalker or I think you're a crazy person and you hiding behind this identity. I can't. You're overseas. Yeah, you are a foreigner and you're trying to catfish me.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if there's like some type of protocol, because I'm sure a lot of those
Exactly.
individuals are not really, you know, people. Like, oh, look,
You
Dawn,
ain't never going to.
Don't get her started. Don't get her started, because she's gonna start talking about
I'm
that.
gonna let it go. I'm gonna
that
let
dirty.
it go. But at least other people agree with me. Let's just make sure we know that. But yeah, overseas, if you say you overseas, it's like, and then like I am private eye. So if you just want to exchange numbers with me, I have to research your number because I've gotten numbers and it will say landline. Oh, okay. So you are trying to catfish me because who uses a landline
It's a
in
burner.
this day to day? Huh?
It's a burner. It's one of the, because I
Then
have
why should I deal with you? I'm not dealing with you.
I have a Google number.
I do too, but it's not a landline.
Oh yeah.
I use my Google, excuse me, I use my Google number all the time until I trust you. And then I'll say, here's my direct number if I feel like it's a good connection.
But I wonder if it's one of those numbers that is really a fake, like a, a Google or whatever burner number, but it shows up as a landline. That kind of, because I think that's how the scammers throw you off. Like when people, when they get all those telemarketer calls, they always come up as a landline.
Child, I'd be like, why is your number a landline? People use cell phones in this stage and age. And if that's what you're doing, like, listen.
All right, let's try another question, because we
All
haven't
right.
answered any questions yet. Maybe we picked the wrong section.
No, love and I think they have good ones.
All right,
You
let's see.
got good numbers so far. What's your number?
248.
No, we can't go
Oh
that
no,
far.
isn't it?
So
Oh
to
yeah, so that's
171.
171. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Uh, what number do I want?
It's 152 to 171.
Let's do 171.
All right. And what number?
5.
5. What are characteristics of a good marriage? Woo!
Ooh.
Good communication,
Yeah, communication.
teamwork.
Um, communication, teamwork. I think communication is like the
Number
number
one.
one, right?
There's nothing better.
Um,
Carolyn, are you still here? What do you think?
mm,
She might have had to jump off.
I would say also, like, my aunt and uncle were married. Of course, they got married young, right? Like, they got married in their 20s, right? So they were married for, like, they were really to death do you part, right? So I want to say maybe 65, 66 years by the time my uncle passed. And I think one of it was communication. And whenever,
Companionship and respecting each other's boundaries and
and
space.
yep, and that, right? Like they did stuff together, but they also did a lot of stuff, right? Alone, right? So they had
Yeah.
their own, they had things they did together, but they had their own personal hobbies. I remember my uncle telling a story about how, he was a firefighter, and he was like, he would come home and still have to like take my aunt like places, and he was like, I told her she had to get a license, right? So he taught her how to drive, like, so I think it's compromise. I think it's respect. I think it's honoring and loving your mate, right? Like, I think in this day and age, they say what love language, right?
Yeah.
But I think definitely communication, respect, compromise, and for me, which key is honesty, 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 honesty.
Yeah, a big one is honesty because I can't stand a liar.
Mhm.
This one is good too that Sharita put, don't let people get between y'all.
That's it.
That is awesome.
Like, keep
Because
people
a
out
lot of keep people out of that
of
relationship because a
Mhm.
lot of marriages can go downhill very quickly when you allow others. Actually, my marriage, that was one of the main issues, is that other people were involved and had input in our marriage, and that wasn't good.
And don't take advice from people that are not married.
That too.
Like, like, because you have,
But you can
I
take
mean,
advice
there might
from
be some.
somebody who is divorced because they
Oh
got some good
yeah,
stuff to tell
definitely.
you.
But I'm
They
no,
got some good stuff.
definitely. But not the person that has never really had a successful relationship. And
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
prayer, definitely prayer.
Prayer, yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's the one thing I love about Carolyn and her Mr. Ginyard is that they are some praying people.
Mhm.
Like, I remember one time we were together in a hotel room and she was like, "Oh, I gotta call my babe," and she just kneeled down and they started praying. I
Yeah,
was
that's
like, "Y'all
important.
do this all the time?" I
That's
love it. I'm in love. I'm in love with your marriage.
Yeah, exactly. But that's important. It is.
Very important. Very important.
Yeah. All right, so let's do one more before I have to hop off of
All
here.
right.
This was good.
Isn't it?
Um, Let me see what I'm trying to think of a number. Let somebody
Somebody give me a
in the audience
number.
in the audience.
Somebody give me a number 1 to 14 and give me a page number.
No, the page number is 152 to 171, and
Yes.
then a
1
question
to
1 to
14.
14.
Sharita, give me a page
I
number. I
want
know you
you out there in YouTube land. What happened?
they might have a slower feed
Oh,
because it's delayed a little.
uh,
Okay, we got no, not 19. I only got 14. 1 to 14 is the questions, and 152 to 171 is the page. So give me a page. 171 and 14.
I did that. We did that. Didn't I do 171 and 14?
No, it's do you believe
Uh,
soulmates meet by accident or by destiny?
hmm,
Heck, do you believe in soulmates?
I do.
You do? I don't know if I do.
I think Carolyn's husband is her soulmate.
With that, with the work. I think the work.
Mhm.
Oh, Dawn said destiny.
Mm. Yeah, I think it
That's
is
good.
destiny. I don't think it's accident. I think
Yeah, I don't believe anything is an
I think it's like
accident.
a divine connection,
Absolutely. Because
right?
I don't believe in accidents or coincidence.
Mhm.
Everything is with purpose.
Yeah. So I think it definitely is like a divine connection.
Because I feel like soulmates, I guess it could be, because it
I mean,
could be
I
considered
think
a
some,
predestined.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Predestined that y'all together.
I mean, the thing is that sometimes you might meet your soulmate, but not know it's your soulmate at the time.
Right, 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 right.
And then years pass, and then so you know. But I'm also like that little romantic, like me. I love
Yeah,
yeah.
the
So
romanticness of it.
yeah.
I'm like, okay. I
See,
met
look,
my hubby in 2012, and we've been together. That's what you mean.
and she said it's love at first sight.
Love at first sight. Okay. All
Yeah,
right. All right. I hear you.
yeah. That was her soul. That's her soulmate.
Yeah, I guess so. That would be her soulmate.
Mhm. And
Well, this
and
was really fun.
and the question is, right? Like she said, she met him, and it sounds like it wasn't a. It was like like they met, right? So
Right, exactly. They just met
destiny.
each other. Right. Yeah. I definitely believe in the destiny, and I definitely believe that there are no accidents. That everything is divine and purposeful. So
Hmm.
therefore, if that's the case, how can it be, oh, I just accidentally bumped into this person? No, we
Exactly.
were at the right place at the right time to meet.
Yep.
So, and that's what this whole dating online is being at the right swipe at the right time.
Is that it? Is that it? Is that okay? That's your story, and you sticking to it?
That's what I'm sticking with. It's the right swipe at the right time. You just gotta be on. See, you gotta put in. You do have to put in some work. You gotta put in your finger. You gotta exercise your finger. Get your finger all ready to go, so
Yeah.
you can. Shoo, 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 shoo. And then and is destiny, because the person not necessarily can see that you like them. So the fact that y'all come upon each other at a specific time, at a specific moment, and you both see that y'all like each other, or that y'all send a message to one another, that's destiny.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna wait and see how that works out for you.
Oh, it's gonna work.
Exactly.
It's gonna work. There's a lot of potential out there,
Yeah.
and I'm just that special chick to find it.
Hey, they might get in your left.
Might need to go somewhere, and my thing will go bing,
They
and
might
I'll be
be.
like, "Hey, how you doing?
They
How
might
are
be in
you?"
your left. You never know.
Never know. You never know. What?
All right, darling.
All right, sweetheart. Tell the people who you are and where they can find you.
Oh, I am Theodora Carter. I'm a certified life coach helping women transform their lives to live the best life they desire and deserve. And you can find me on Instagram at Theodora Carter 428. And I am Theodora Carter 428 on Facebook as well.
Amen. And I am Let's Just Talk with Kim on all social media platforms. Anywhere you find your podcast, no, that's not true yet, but it will be. It will be. Anywhere you find podcasts, it'll be Let's Just Talk with Kim. But right now, it's on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube right now. But then I'm getting ready to be there. Getting ready to be there. I'm gonna be where you find your podcast as soon as I figure it all out.
All right. And let's see what random questions we're doing next week.
Yes,
You
yes, we
might
could
text them.
definitely do that.
All right.
We could go through the whole look, we could do the book. The book is, we could do by section, we could do just random by the book.
All right.
All right,
Have
y'all.
a good night,
See
y'all.
y'all next week.
Bye.
Don't forget.